It's time for you to fall in love with the process. You see, when I was growing up in regional Victoria, my family were never that well off. We weren't struggling massively, but I always had to work really hard for anything I wanted, and it really instilled in me a really great work ethic, which still drives everything I do today. And for that, I'm actually really grateful for. But one of the things I noticed at a young age was the things that I worked for, the things that I had to go on a personal journey to achieve, were the things that held the most value. And when stuff was just given to me, I didn't really seem to really care about it that much, and it ceased to really have a lot of meaning. Now, that's just one small example of how the process can actually create the most amount of value in any given thing. You could take two things exactly the same, and one, if you have to strive and achieve and grow to achieve it, and one you just get it given to you, they will hold very different weights in you, in your life. Now think about it as well. If you were to go on a trek and climb a mountain, for example, you may be at the top of that mountain for a snapshot in time. Have a look around, check out the view, how wonderful. But the journey might take you multiple days. And it's really through that journey that you are going to get the most amount of experience. You're going to, find the most amount of challenges, the most amount of growth, the most amount of personal achievement. It's really the journey that carries all of the value. I mean, think about it like this. If someone was to just give you a couple of houses, you might think, oh, that's great, at least I have a couple of houses, but would you really even be that attached to them? Probably not, because it hasn't been part of your personal journey. And so whilst we do need to understand where we want to go, we need to be able to crystallize the outcomes that we want in life, to be able to distill them down and go, okay, I know what I am here for. I know what I am aiming for. You can't get too attached to the outcomes alone, because if you get attached only to the outcomes, you start to contract what we call the disease of more. It's when you start to go, okay, I've got this thing, now what's the next thing that I want? And you start to attach all of the motivation behind what you do around things and outcomes, which means that you'll never truly be satisfied. Because the outcomes are never the most fulfilling piece. And you can have all of the outcomes you want. You could buy a new car and get a new house and blah, 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 and do all this kind of stuff. But really, it's going to be quite hollow if you get it too easily. So you need to be able to really dig deep and learn to love and fall in love with the process, the growth, the journey, the exploration, the time, everything you experience from being on that journey. That's the thing that is going to give you the most amount of fulfillment in your life. I know personally that's been true for me, and I'm sure it's true for you. So good luck out there and enjoy.